The Pathfinder is a great little palette to have open that allows you to combine two or more shapes. Now, if you open it up, you kind of get a good idea of what the Pathfinder will do based on the icon that it has. So I'm not going to go through all of these, but I will give you the basics to think about when using this palette. I'm going to select both of these shapes. And so, for instance, this first icon will take both of the outlines and unite them as if they were one object. Notice the outline is exactly the same, and it took on the fill and stroke color of one of the objects. If I was to undo that, I can go backwards. To select it, the second one will subtract the front edge and give me a nice clean cut into whatever I have. This comes in handy when creating objects that can be too difficult to draw off using the pen tool or the pencil tool, but you can work with the shapes tool a lot better. Another thing is the Pathfinder options down at the bottom. If I was to select these and choose this first one, well, it looks like not much happened. What it really did was it grouped these objects together. So I'm going to do Shift-Command-G to ungroup them. Now when I select them, you can see like a cookie cutter, it broke them into their separate parts. So pay attention that some of these may be grouped together. Let's undo that and show you one last thing. If I was to select these objects and hold down my Option key, in this case I'm going to hold down Option and choose the minus front, it does the same thing. It subtracts out the front object. But in this case, it allows me to keep the same objects that I had. So with this one, I can move them around. They're not necessarily grouped, but I can use my direct selection tool and change the anchor points. This allows me to modify an object before committing to it. If I like this shape better, I can select it again, then click on the Expand tool, little button, and this will expand it out into its own shape all by itself.